In a prehistoric forest, there lived a curious young boy named Ollin. He was unlike any other in his tribe, for he was fascinated by the towering trees and lush greenery that surrounded him. One sunny morning, as rays of light peeked through the leaves, Ollin decided to embark on an adventure through the forest's mysterious trails. With each step, his little sandals crunched on the thick mat of leaves beneath. The forest sounded alive with the chatter of unseen creatures and the gentle rustling of leaves singing in the breeze. As Ollin wandered, he marveled at the giant tree ferns that cast giant shady patterns on the forest floor. These must have stories of the past, he muttered to himself, craning his neck all the way back to see where the foliage ended. Suddenly, around a bend, he encountered an old, wise tortoise named Cedric. Cedric seemed to catch Ollin's gaze instantly with his sparkling, gentle eyes that held centuries of knowledge. "Ah, the young explorer," Cedric spoke in a deep, calming voice. "Do you wish to learn what secrets lie within the forest?" Ollin nodded eagerly, for he had always imagined these trees as silent watchers who kept the ancient stories. Cedric began slowly, mentioning that the tree ferns were among the Earth's oldest plants. Cedric explained that the tree ferns thrived 300 million years ago in a very different world. Back then, Cedric explained, the land was covered with swampy, wet regions perfect for these ancient giants. Cedric went on to describe their biology, highlighting their unique fern-like leaves called fronds, and how they used to reproduce through spores rather than seeds. They didn't have flowers or fruit, he noted. Just tiny, dust-like spores that would float in the moist air, settling and growing into new ferns wherever they landed. Ollin listened intently, fascinated by how these plants adapted to their environment. They drank in the sunlight with their fronds and sipped from the plentiful water around their roots, Cedric continued, explaining how the tree ferns contributed to the ancient atmosphere by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. In a way, these plants made it easier for air-breathing creatures to thrive in the future, Cedric added with a wise nod. As Ollin thought about the vast timeline his new friend described, the forest around him seemed even more magical and alive. The boy felt connected to a long line of life forms stretching back through time. "Thank you, Cedric," Ollin said, with gratitude shining in his eyes as he lay his hand gently on Cedric's shell. Feeling the cool, rich texture beneath his fingers, Ollin expressed his gratitude. "You have shown me that this forest holds more wisdom than I ever imagined." With a final smile, Ollin waved goodbye to Cedric and continued deeper into the forest, now fueled by a newfound wonder for the greenery that painted his world with splendor. The prehistoric forests weren't just a mass of plants, they were a living canvas telling the history of Earth's breath and growth. And in the company of ancient trees and creatures like Cedric, Ollin realized that every step forward was a journey through time.